I'm game to help.
Cool. I'm sure we can figure something out.
We just got yelled at for taking you there. Probably you shouldn't go, but that's just my thoughts.
I can't go in with you. Hecate would sense me right away. I will, however, stay close by. If anything happens, I'll come. Hecate won't stop me. The Minotaur won't stop me. Nothing will.
That's a good person to have on our side.
Gosh, it almost seems like you care.
Ugh, can we just get on with this already?
I don't know how this happened, but it did. Here we are. Actually, yeah, I do know how it opened. We did it. That's how it happened. Oh, that's great. Freddy distracts Hecate. Be honest with Hecate. Sneak in the back away. Hecate is not going to care about honesty at all. And distracting her doesn't seem that smart. The back way, it is. Try our best. Here we go.
Wait, are you sure this is right? Was that the right door?
You're asking me like I'm supposed to know?
It just feels like we're back outside again. Maybe that was some kind of portal or...
Or maybe we're right where we're supposed to be.
This is too easy.
Doesn't this feel a little too easy?
Why does everything have to be difficult? I'll take easy, for once.
How do we avoid getting lost? It's like a labyrinth.
Oh, great.
Oh, it is a labyrinth, but I've never had any trouble finding my way around. Hey, easy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, no need to freak out. I'm a guardian, sure, but I'm not a monster. But, yeah, you know you're not supposed to be in it, right?
He's still great. Lie, I have permission. Please let me, you a favor,
Need this, Asterion. I have to figure out what Calliope did here. Please, can't you just let us look around?
Oh, it's just... Kate would be so mad.
She knows you're the sweetest, most thoughtful bullman there is. She'd understand.
I want to, but...
I'd really appreciate it.
I need to bring you back to Kate. I'm so sorry.
Oh, well, guess we gotta run then.
Hey, come back! Oi, come back!
Who do you choose? Oh, okay, that's the perfect one to choose. Okay, that's good. No, that works.
Okay. I don't hear anything. I think I'm all right. I hope Freddy's okay. She better be. First things first, how do I do this? Where do I even start? Calliope must have been here. She could have stood in this very spot. Maybe if I just... focus.
Well, that worked somehow.
It's weird, like, I've definitely been here before.
Hopefully she's not speeding up the process by trying to focus on these memories. Oh, there's a lot to look at. Let's just pick randomly this time. Poseidon's Trident.
Is this an armory, too?
Oh, I wanted something more than that, but okay. Oh, look, it's an olive branch. I don't know. It's some kind of branch, sign of fertility.
You should really charge for tours. It's kind of amazing.
An egg from the golden goose. Nope, that's a dragon or a snake. So it's a snake.
I don't get any feeling from that. Will I know it when I see it?
Are these the only items? Ooh.
I don't even know what language that is.
Probably Greek. I'm gonna go for Greek. I don't know why. I just get a feeling it's Greek.
What did Freddy say about mazes? Was it always go left? Or go left and then go go right.
Those both seem wrong. Ooh, I just found an apple. The golden apple.
Freddy, are you out there?
What does that have to do with the apple?
Can you hear me? What am I doing? All that'll do is tell everyone where I am.
You did that. I chose an apple.
Shouldn't that be in a museum somewhere?
It is. The greatest museum of all time, actually. You're standing in it.
Is that a weapon? A musical instrument? Maybe it's both.
One last item. Show me what I truly desire, Mera Mera, on the wall.
This is it. Calliope was here. She was standing right here. And she...
I don't know what's happening with the game. It's struggling.
Uh-oh.
That seems like a problem.
I don't suppose there's any chance you'll put those knives away.
What are those, the Fates? Well, they're creepy as hell. Whatever they are, they're creepy.
Okay, then.
Something's going on with this game. I might have to stop it and restart it. I'd run.
What's happening? Why didn't it work?
They got no souls? They look like mannequins. Oh, that's terrifying. Oh!
Oh! Grace?
We should run more. We should do more running.
We've got to run. My powers don't work on them. They just keep coming.
Terrifying. Freddy. No, Freddy.
No, I won't let you.
Freddy, what the hell was that? What the hell, Freddy?
Freddy!
So the price of using a mirror is blood? Or death? A sacrifice? They demanded a sacrifice.
Oh, God. Oh, God, Freddy.
Where the hell did you come from?
You summoned the Furies.
What?
Those beings were the Furies, beyond all our laws. Not idols, but the embodiment of retribution. How did you draw them here?
I didn't. There was a big mirror, but I didn't even touch it.
There is only one mirror of which you could be speaking. That used by the goddess Nyx to contact the Fates. Using the mirror would not have brought the Furies down upon you. Not unless the Fates themselves decreed it.
I
Start,
don't
Freddy.
care what brought them. They killed Freddy. You need to help her.
I gotta stop
Over
the game.
life and death, Grace. None of us have that.
I have to stop.
This was no defense or spell of the reliquaries. I do not have the power to summon the Furies, and I know none who do. Consider yourself fortunate, Grace. They do not desist until retribution has been exacted. But now is when you leave. pray the knowledge you obtained was worth the price.
So the Fates had her killed. I gotta restart this though, because we're struggling right now. So I'm gonna get out of there and log back in. You gotta be kidding me. Y'all won't believe this. I'll be damned. We've lost the game. We do not have the game. It was just here a second ago. I just saw continue Act 2 and now I don't see it any. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I don't know how to. We lost the game, y'all. I don't know why it wasn't saved, but it wasn't. We don't have the damn game. I can't tell y'all how heartbreaking that is. I can, but we do not have the damn game. I thought it was auto-saving because it kept saying journal updated. And then I swear when I logged in, it said continue chapter 2 right down here. Now nothing is showing up. We don't have the damn game. All that work gone. I don't know what to do. We might be done. We might be done. I can't believe this mess. Okay. Well, there's no way around it. I did look up the forums, and apparently there is a known bug going around. For your first playthrough, things are getting wiped. I really wish I would have seen that before. That really pisses me off. Whatever goodwill I just had for this game, completely gone, because that's ridiculous. So yeah, basically we've got one of two options. We can call it here and leave our final thoughts about Stray, the Stray Guys role-playing musical, or I can replay all of that and do my best to do everything that we did, but I know I don't have the energy for it for right now. Yeah, that just left a really bad taste in my mouth. I'm really pissed off about that one. That's ridiculous. That's freaking ridiculous. Okay. Where to even start with this? It's been about a week. About a week, maybe a little over a week since I've last played Stray Gods. Everything you've seen before this was recorded in one day. One day. That's how much I love Stray Gods, that I was honestly trying to finish it in that one day because I was just having so much fun with the story and the singing. And then we had the incident where we lost our save file. In that moment, I was done, y'all. Like, I part of me wanted to see the ending. We put in a lot of work, and I was just very, very, very curious to see what the conclusion was going to be. Who was the killer? But another part of me was like, I do not want to play through all of that again to see that ending. The thing that saved it was that I started editing the video. When I started editing it, I realized I could play the game in the background while I was editing, and that would be my kind of saving grace to get me through this thing. And I gotta say, that worked for a little bit. And then I had to hard reset my computer because some things went wrong. Upon hard resetting my computer, I had to reinstall Stray Gods, and guess what? It deleted my save again. I think it has something to do with it recognized it as a new game, and because from what I understand, the developers believe that the issue of saving came from demo files, and the game was trying to overwrite or clear out demo files so that it didn't interfere with gameplay. And in clearing out those demo files, or whatever program that they had clearing out the demo files, it erased your first save on a new playthrough with the full game. That's what happened to mine. So when I reinstalled the game, it again recognized my save as a demo file and not an actual save, and erased it. So twice, not once, but twice, I had to replay through this game. Let me tell you something. This game, as beautiful and fun as it is not fun or conducive to replayability if you're trying to repeat your same choices. I say again, if you were trying to repeat your same choices, this is not a fun game. Okay, I've talked enough. Let's get back to Stray Gods, the role-playing musical. I'll never understand Freddy's choice here. Like, maybe she recognized who they were.
No, I won't let you.
I mean, didn't even give her a chance to say anything. I will say also, may have noticed some audio issues throughout the playthrough, which I didn't even really notice until editing, and that's the game. That one's not me. That's the game. It fluctuates between really quiet and then really loud sometimes. I don't know what's going on with the mixing, with the audio, if people recorded their lines in different areas. Maybe they recorded this during COVID and people were at home, and I don't know, but that's the game. That is the game. I make some mistakes. That's a fact. Sometimes I make some audio mistakes, a lot of audio mistakes, but this one's the game.
Oh God. Oh God, Freddy.
By the gods.
You summoned the Furies. But now is when you leave. Pray the knowledge you obtained was worth the price.
Oh, she just has the warmest type of heart. Also, what knowledge? We gained absolutely nothing there. We can scream at Persephone. I'm not leaving Freddy. Persephone's not gonna be able to do anything. Well, let's see here.
We can't just.
She's the queen of underworld.
There must be something we can do.
She made her choice, Grace.
No, it's not right.
Come. There's nothing more to be done.
That's cold. That's a cold image, man. And on day 5. Well, it's day 5. I still don't know who murdered the original Calliope, so there's a chance that we'll be seeing Freddy here pretty soon. And we're finally back to where we left off. Holy hell. Man, I can't tell you how long that took. So many playthroughs. So many times with me and Grace and Freddy and Persephone and Apollo. Just so many times. But I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to see some new things.
To this, Grace. It's clear what your friend meant to you.
Is she being jealous right now of all times? Really? There was a hint of jealousy in Persephone's words, just a little bit. I see what your friend meant to you. Persephone, you were the one that backed away from the kiss. Her name was Freddy. We left her there. How did it happen? Let's go this way.
Should have been me, not her.
Don't say that.
This was my fight, my problem. I'm already slated to die, if anyone paid the price.
Your friend gave you the chance to not repeat history. Don't waste it. Grace, is that how Calliope died? Was she also attacked by the Furies? Do you remember?
Yeah. She meant to use the mirror, but she never had the chance before they came.
No doubt sent by the same person. Perhaps for the same reason.
But how does that person know that the mirror is either A, being used, or that Calliope is B, down there?
Who could send the Furies after me? Even Hecate had no idea who possessed that kind of power.
No one does, not these days. Hecate herself would have been my guess. Zeus might have, in his role as king of old Olympus, but he is long gone.
Clearly someone can do it.
Unless they weren't summoned. They could have been responding to something you did unwittingly, something Calliope also did. And what that could be? I'm afraid I have no clue.
Well, that would screw us because then there's no murder. Well, the fates themselves as murderer. Let's go with, you know, or was it the Fury? No, the Furies themselves are murderers, but I don't think you can do anything about that.
What are the Furies? They didn't seem like people.
Think of them as forces of nature, but an aspect mortals rarely encounter. They're older than any idol. They were created to enforce the ancient laws.
There are ancient laws now?
Well, there were. Laws even the idols had to obey, from the earliest days of old Olympus. Even if they still existed and you'd broken one, we would all know. These are not petty crimes one stumbles into.
Okay, now I want to know some of the laws.
If the Furies are so powerful, why did they stop? They just stabbed Freddy and left.
They're not assassins, Grace. They exist to punish. They demanded blood, and blood was taken. It didn't need to be yours.
So if Freddy hadn't interfered...
They wouldn't have rested, not ever, until they had their due.
That is absolutely terrifying, but also confusing because that meant that they would stab anybody who crossed their path. So just anybody who got in their way while trying to get to Grace, they would have died. So they don't really exist to punish them. They exist to, well, honestly, they're just kind of blood-seeking, really, because they didn't get the person that they were supposed to punish.
I know Calliope was there to use the mirror, but it was just feeling. I still don't understand why.
There's only one use for that mirror, to speak to the Fates.
Yeah, okay, but why?
The Fates know all that is or will be. Destiny is theirs to command, or so it's said. One contacts them either to know one's fate, or to change it. Not that the Fates are likely to oblige.
You know, that's a power. That's a cool power. Out of all the powers I've seen, that's the one I think is the most powerful.
Can these Fates really control the future?
They control the fate of all beings. I imagine it's they who give Apollo his powers, and they who write Hecate's books.
So someone really didn't want Calliope messing with them.
Or you, it seems.
Could it have been the Fates? Maybe they don't like being called on now for anything.
They're not known to be vindictive. If they don't want to answer, they simply won't.
But they would also understand the destiny of whoever sent the Furies. All these F words.
I don't know what to do. We still have no idea why Calliope wanted to talk to the Fates.
Well, there is another way to ask them.
I wondered how long that would take. Hecate is enraged. She's threatened to close off the reliquary entirely and forever. Athena is beside herself.
How long have you been standing there?
Long enough. You just had to keep pushing, didn't you? Until you got what you wanted.
This isn't about me. We're out of options, Apollo, and you know there's only one other way to contact the Fates.
Oh, how convenient.
Why are you here? Oh, good. Grace, get out of my head!
Why are you here, Apollo? You made it clear I was on my own.
Well, you're not on your own, are you? You have the selfless Persephone to guide you.
May I explain it to Grace, or do you have another option, Apollo? If so, now's the time. I thought not. The Fates will respond to the ruler of Hades, the true underworld and realm of the dead. What I propose is that we go there and take back the throne that was stripped from me.
I'm sorry. Did you just propose to go to hell? And possibly see Freddy again?
Is that something we can do? Just go to the land of the dead and, overthrow it?
Truth be told, there isn't much to overthrow. Few mortals still believe in Hades, and thus its halls have been nearly empty for eons.
So how do you...
The throne itself is the key, both symbolically and literally. Claim it, and Hades is yours.
But you can't claim it because you're barred from Hades.
By a rule that we would need to break were we to do this, yes.
Yeah, now I'm starting to see some motive for Persephone. Everybody's got motive.
So if we go to Hades and, find your throne, how much trouble would that get us into, exactly?
A great deal.
It's not as if Athena could execute Grace a second time.
But she's already been warned about breaking more rules.
The responsibility of this will be mine. Let Athena try to take my throne again.
But it wasn't just Athena. Apollo was also in on it. In fact, all the gods, as I understand it, were in on taking the throne from Persephone. Also, Apollo, how did you know that Grace has been warned. Apollo, both of y'all looking kind of shifty to me right now. Both of y'all, I got my eyes on.
How do we get to Hades? Do we need a key, like the reliquary?
Athena took my key, and the entrance at Lake Avernus was sealed long ago, which leaves only Hermes.
They won't take you.
They might, if you ask them to. Then why did you come, Apollo? To gloat? To wish Grace well? Or to actually help? Get us there. I'll lead us to the throne, and Grace can speak with the fates. It's simple.
All I know is I'm still thinking about that whole, there's ancient rules you shouldn't break, otherwise you get stabbed up. This feels like another ancient rule.
Is there really no other way to talk to these fates? Do we have to take the nuclear option?
Do you want to try going back to the reliquary?
No. No. Hell no.
The only other person with a direct connection to the fates is Apollo here.
You know it doesn't work like that.
Then it's the throne or nothing, isn't it?
Yeah, this seems to be working great for Persephone. I'm curious about this whole Apollo thing, though.
Okay. No need to keep selling me on it. I'm in.
You are?
Yeah. I need to punch something really hard. Or overthrow hell. I'm good with either of those things.
Did you see that, Apollo? You see, that is what a backbone looks like.
I can't. I'm sorry, but this is a step too far.
And consider this, Apollo. Grace's mortal friend was slain by the Furies. According to the old laws.
Her soul is in Hades.
What?
Wait, what? Freddy's in Hades? What? Persephone, why didn't you lead with that?
I didn't want it to seem like I was playing on your sympathy, Grace.
But you'll play on mine. Fine. I'll get you into Hades. But I'm not going with you.
If that's what you prefer, by all means.
It's fine, Hermes. Get this over with.
Again, how would that have changed if we had chosen to go with Apollo originally and not hang out with Persephone? Would we be a different way of finding our way to Hades? Would he have come with us?
Or...
No. I'm not gonna lie to them. Hermes has always treated me fairly.
Oh, hey, if it isn't Apollo and Grace and, Persephone. Wow, the whole gang, huh?
I'm afraid I have to call in that favor. I need you to take Grace and Persephone to Hades.
Oh, man, I don't know. Athena specifically said I wasn't supposed to take anyone, you know? No matter what.
Oh, this is pointless. They're never gonna help us, Apollo.
Can I ask what's going on? Nobody ever tells me anything, and you want me to get in huge trouble, but for what?
Well, let's play the empathy. We're not gonna lie to them.
Freddy's dead, Hermes.
What? When did that happen?
She was killed by the Furies. That means she's in Hades. Probably. I have to try to find her there. You're her friend too. I know you wouldn't want to abandon her.
That was a little shaky.
Okay.
That writing was a little shaky. That connection, Hermes, as far as we
Signal when
know.
you need to come back.
You sure?
Yeah, feels like the right thing.
Be careful, Grace. And remember, the underworld doesn't give up its shades without a price.
I think I can tell her the rules, Apollo. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm trusting Persephone less. That was weird. That was your friend too, Hermes, the person you met for like 30 minutes and we're waiting for to come back with the movie. That's your best. Okay, I'll break the rules of Athena.
Welcome to the real underworld.
It is badass that we get to travel here, though. That's cool.
Wow. It feels so empty. So lonely.
It's not completely empty. Neither is the throne, for that matter. A bitter shade named Orpheus has been squatting on it since my exile. I fully expect he'll be waiting for us.
I know Morpheus. I'm familiar with that name. Is Orpheus similar to that? Is that how Morpheus got his name?
Who is this Orpheus. The name sounds familiar.
It should. His is a popular tale among mortals regarding how he once came to the underworld to retrieve his love, Eurydice, and left with nothing. Hades tricked him, you see, and with Hades dead, the blame has evidently fallen to me.
So he's not a fan of yours?
He is not a fan, no. Not that it matters.
Matters to me, depending on how much pissed offness is to be expected.
You didn't think to mention earlier that the throne was occupied?
Because it's irrelevant. Orpheus isn't an idol. He's just an angry little man clinging to an existence that doesn't want him any longer.
And what are we supposed to do? Organize an armed resistance? Challenge him to a duel?
That's what you're here for.
I'm gonna fight him?
Oh, you'll see.
I feel like we're getting played hard right now by Persephone. This is the first time that I'm feeling manipulated. I don't even know. Let's just get on with it.
Okay, so there's an angry ghost sitting on your throne. Anything else about this trip you've neglected to mention?
Come. It's time to cross the Styx.
Oh no, you. Oh no. We need coins to cross the river Styx. Isn't that the whole ferryman deal? I didn't bring. Maybe she's got some pockets. I didn't bring any.
The ferryman will come soon. As we are not dead, you will need to convince him you are worthy of passage. State your case clearly and with determination.
Okay. He's bigger than I thought he would be. Is he a Titan? It seems Titan-esque. Only one other person was that big, and it was Hecate.
I am Persephone, also known as Despoina and Kore Sotiera, once queen of the underworld, and shall be again. No, Corone, I did not bring you any cards. I am not here to entertain you.
I'm here to save I am the lime.
My name is Grace, and I'm here to save my friend Freddie. Have you seen her?
He says he has. She spoke a great deal as they crossed the river, and that made him very happy.
That's about
Happy?
Freddy.
Why happy?
I don't imagine Corone gets much company these days, Grace. No, she didn't. Neither of us brought games to play with you, Corone. Stop asking.
Well, if that'll make him happy.
Oh, I'm sure we can come up with something to amuse him. See? You don't even need to interpret that for me.
Yes, what fun. Thank you for encouraging him. Let's get underway, Corone. It's a long ride to the throne room.
That was not very hard convincing on our part. I get an idea. Why don't we sing a song? Yeah. A dead song. Me and you, Corone. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and... I was a little early. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and... Still too soon. Sharon, come in whenever you want. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4.
I wouldn't touch that. Way too much for you. Overload you. Blow a fuse. Every story. Every memory winds up here in the water. I used to dream that Hades, but was denied his throne.
Really is dead here, isn't it?
Everything here is fading away. She needs her queen.
We're here for Freddy, too.
I killed the king fair and square. They had no right to take it from me.
I don't know much about suffering. You've seen your life disappear. I lost a friend. If I could find her again, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
Someone's coming. There's music floating through. Someone's coming. And it has me singing too. We have visitors. I think we all know what to do. To the throne room. This bard's about to meet a muse.
There's someone singing with us.
That would be Orpheus.
Is he a muse?
Oh, he's so much more than that.
Someone's
You
coming.
better be ready.
A wolf is waiting in the
He's a master of his
Someone's
craft.
coming.
We have to take
I
back
can feel them howling at the
what
moon.
is mine.
Forget why we came here.
There's a name here
I won't forget,
that reeks
but you
of
can bet he
enemy.
knows someone's coming.
It's about time, Persephone.
Orpheus, I've been. What happened to the music?
I have been waiting for you, Persephone, for so long. And you brought a muse. Hi. Lovely tune, by the way. Can't remember the last time I collaborated with someone so talented. No offense, Benny.
Hey.
Welcome to my underworld. Let me treat you to a song, a welcome gift. I have the floor. It is mine, after all. Muse, any requests? Questions?
My friend is dead. Can you help me?
Loop. The river keeps secrets deep in the water. How far do you sink till you're buried below? I challenged the fates and found my Eurydice, but you had to kill her, and I won't let it go. You're asking the wrong person.
I hear your torment and your suffering. They made your love disappear. I lost a friend. If I can find her again, that's why I'm here.
That's why I'm here.
That's why I'm
Orpheus,
here.
you're here for you are stubborn.
This is when you say you're certain you had no control. But I saw you smiling when your husband condemned my soul. I have nothing but a dark and empty hole, wanting something to fill a shallow soul. I am the king of constant sorrow with a throne room.
It's not your throne, Orpheus.
It will be until you admit you were wrong.
I wouldn't go there. It's too much for you, and I'm not sorry for your mistake.
Orpheus, have you wondered if this queen was a slave? She couldn't help, you dug your own grave. And now it's her homecoming.
Oh, yes, she was a helpless prisoner all those centuries.
What do you know of it, Bard?
I know a fairy tale when I hear one.
I know your torment and your suffering. That's why you're our finest balladeer.
You're wasted here.
Let Hades burn, your queen has returned.
Persephone, that's why I'm here.
I know.
That's why I'm here.
You both exist somewhere on the border between real and imagined, the living, the dead. So how can this place be everything you dreamed of? You both deserve more, you must let it go. You both deserve more than this stupid throne.
Really love the beginning of that song. That started off pretty badass. Orpheus got a good voice. Love that too.
We have been fools.
You're right. Yet, what about the throne? We can't just leave it empty, can we?
In the middle kind of got weird. I don't know if it was because of my choices or what, but like I said, some song choices make the song really good. Some kind of muddle it up, and it's weird transitions, and it just doesn't flow like it should. Take the throne for yourself. That would be the kick-ass. Forget that, though. Who's not keeping Grace in hell?
All that going around in circles, digging up old wounds, and for what? So you can fight over a chair. There.
You dare.
What kind of power do we have?
What gives you the right to interfere in this manner? That throne was not yours to break.
I don't know what we're doing right now. We're on uncharted territory.
Look around you, Persephone. Hades is empty. That chair you wanted so badly, it doesn't matter anymore.
It mattered to me. I paid for that throne with tears and blood, Grace. With years of humiliation you know nothing about. I thought we could help each other, but no, you would rather lecture me. So what's your plan now, Grace? I assume you must have one after that big demonstration.
Right, we needed that to talk to some people, right? I'm gonna find Freddy. That's kind of the whole thing. Yeah.
You said Freddy was here, right? Then we should be able to find her. We just need to look.
Let's say you do. Okay, what then? You expect to walk out of Hades with her spirit in tow?
Why not? It would have worked for Orpheus if he hadn't looked back, right?
You don't get it, do you? There is no way to free someone from the land of the dead. Not for Orpheus, and certainly not for you.
And the Fates?
Even if you could contact them, Grace, I assure you, they simply wouldn't care.
Well, I'm gonna find out. Ooh, I thought you cared. Well, I guess we're about to lose Persephone here. I'm confused here. What do y'all think? So that's it? I thought you cared.
That's it then. We came here for nothing.
I doubt the Fates would have responded even to the mirror, Grace. And the boundaries of death cannot be commanded away. Not even by the ruler of Hades.
Then what is this throne good for? Just a fancy chair? Bragging rights?
At the very least, I had hoped we might find your friend's spirit.
Why? We can't bring her back.
Not without great sacrifice, no. No, the rules of death are clear. Yet, you might have spoken to her.
Oh, did I screw that up?
I know what it's like not to get the chance to say goodbye.
You destroyed the throne of Hades. Oh, did I screw up the ability for her to talk to her? Oh.
I've actually been watching you since you arrived. It's not like there's much else going on.
Fred,
No, don't even start, Grace. I made my decision. I don't regret it one bit.
Freddy. Hey. Okay, well, I don't, you know.
I do. I want to go back. I want it all to go back. It's not supposed to end like this.
This isn't the end. Hey, it's not by a long shot. You still have a whole story to finish.
Without you?
Yeah. Without me.
I don't want to.
Well, I don't blame you. I happen to be really good company. Hey, no.
I guess this is it, huh?
Almost. I found someone while I was down here. Someone you really need to meet.
What? How does that work?
Calliope? This... You can't be real. Your soul is inside Grace. Idols don't...
Is inside Grace. The rest of me... I'm here, Persephone.
This is real.
Okay, everything that we had talked about, Yorkie, looking at you, just kind of went out the window for me, right? If that's Calliope, and she has all the memories of Calliope and the Calliopes that came before her, but then there's this new part that belongs to Grace, then... that would mean that she's a bookend to a series of chapters that's continued with Grace, but also ended with her. It stops and starts all in one. What's happening right here? Because at first I thought she was just going to be the girl that Calliope had entered, and that was what's left. But no, she's saying she is Calliope. So, wait. What is that? What would that mean? That would mean that... I don't even know. I guess that means that when Grace would die or any idol dies, they don't continue on. It's not actually them inside of the next person. So it's not really like reincarnation. You're just inheriting the memories so that you think of yourself as that person because you feel like you've lived that life, or at least have the thoughts of that life, but it's not actually that person. You're still, that's crazy, because she'll never have Grace in her. So that's why it can't be reincarnated, because she never moved forward. Grace just moved with her past. That's crazy.
I guess you two were better acquainted than you said. Huh, Persephone?
We parted ways years ago. Persephone couldn't take my lectures any longer.
I'd take them now. I miss them.
No, you don't. Think about how bitterly we argued at the end. Don't blame yourself. Not when there are so many fond memories to cherish instead.
This is sad. This is sad on so many levels.
I don't get it. I thought the Eidolon was Calliope's soul. But if that's true, then...
The Eidolon is what makes us an idol, but it's not our soul. Each of us adds a piece to it as it passes on.
But what about the memories?
Memories are but a reflection. And after the Eidolon is passed on, old memories become a reflection of a reflection. That's why the idols have forgotten so much. You knew this truth once, Persephone. Long ago.
So she answered that question. That's why it's degrading, because it's like when you copy something and then you make a copy of that copy and then you make a copy of that copy, eventually it becomes so unreadable that you might as well not even have it anymore. And that's all they're doing. And then of course getting the powers of the Eidolon. So to me, the Eidolon is more about the powers associated with it than it is the actual person. What?
We need to know what happened to you, Calliope. How did you die?
Why didn't you come to me? If you were in trouble, I would have protected you.
I know you would have. But I couldn't let you be drawn into Apollo's prophecy as well.
Apollo's prophecy?
He didn't tell you? No. I don't suppose he could have. It's a long story.
Start with Apollo. How is he involved in all this?
Apollo delivered, with great reluctance, a prophecy that said I needed to die.
And who did he deliver this prophecy to?
Athena.
No.
Then she sent the Furies after me when I went to the reliquary. I barely escaped. I fled back to the mortal world. To you.
Freaking Apollo. Freaking Apollo and Athena. God dog it.
Apollo hates using his power. Why would he have given a prophecy to Athena?
Because she demanded it. She was desperate.
How did you even find out?
Apollo was horrified after he delivered the prophecy, and he refused to stay silent. And he came to warn me. He was torn. Telling me meant I was locked into it. I still think he did the right thing. Though I expect he disagrees.
Damn. Still doesn't make sense why he didn't tell Race about it, but damn.
What was the prophecy? Surely I need to hear it.
If I tell you, you'll be locked into it, just like me.
But the prophecy doesn't just say you have to die. There's more to it, right? They always require interpretation.
Apollo told Athena that. He begged her not to jump to conclusions, but maybe she was right.
It doesn't just involve you, does it? It involves me. It must, or you wouldn't hesitate.
Athena wanted to know if there was a way to save the idols. The answer was this. The idols cannot continue so long as the Last Muse lives.
And I'm the Last Muse.
And now you know the prophecy.
Right, but it doesn't count if it didn't come from like the Oracle or Apollo, right? Like anybody can just be like, oh, you know, idols die if the Last Muse is alive, so technically we're still good. Because I didn't hear it from Apollo.
Why did you go to the reliquary? We know about the mirror, but...
You wanted to annul the prophecy.
And the Fates are the only ones who could. If they would even help me. I doubted it, but I was desperate. I never got the chance to ask. Someone told Athena where I was going, and she must have realized what I meant to do.
But how did she get the Furies to attack you? They aren't pets. You didn't break any of the old laws.
I don't know. Maybe it's something the ruler of the idols can do. But you'd have to ask Athena.
Damn.
You went to Pan for the key to the reliquary, right?
Yes. He's the reason I knew about Nyx's mirror, actually. He told me about it long ago.
He told Medusa where you went. She, I expect, told Athena.
Oh. Pan couldn't have known what it would mean. I didn't explain.
That's it. You forgive him, just like that.
I'm sure he feels guilty enough, my love.
And the most important question.
Why come to me? Of all the places you could have run to, why come to my apartment?
Because I was dying.
But I couldn't save you. I barely even knew you.
I was wandering the streets that night, wondering if I should go to the reliquary or just flee. And I heard you singing. I followed you home after to see where you lived. I didn't know what would happen to me, but I thought, just in case, I knew I had to hold out until I reached you.
Well, how do you respond to something like that? Ooh, this is interesting. None of this is your fault. It's not necessarily choice. That's
I
not
wish you
true.
hadn't. You didn't give me any choice.
I wanted to. I thought I would at least have time to explain.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have believed you.
The Furies, they kept coming. It was all I could do just to reach you. I am so sorry, Grace. I truly did not mean for it to be like this.
Audio got so quiet again. Well, ooh. Yeah, well, we know the real truth here.
Athena's gonna pay for this. She will pay.
She wanted to save the idols. And I wanted that too.
You weren't about to kill anyone to get it.
Reese is pissed.
It isn't fair, Freddy. This isn't how it's supposed to go.
So many years of history, the fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud of you, but it's time to go. I never truly saw before how trapped we were, so far from shore. Great at the time, but it's time to go. It's time to go. Will I know where to go without you to guide the way across the storming seas? I've had a compass bright and clear. Listen to me when I say, whatever path from which you think you strayed, you will find your way. But it's time to go. It's time to go. If I could bring you back, I would give it all to you, my best friend. If I could choose a muse, you would give up godhood to bring her back. Any day, every day, a life for a life. Farishta, please stay.
Grace, no. It's time.
Who knows what comes next? But I will face it beside you.
returned.